What's going on, guys? How y'all doing? Finally back in it after so long. Hey, how you doing, guys? This is a Quillifer, obviously. And welcome aboard to effectively the reboot of a series I had started 3 weeks ago, but I'd made some major changes since then, and I've got a little bit more time, but that's still a complicated factor. I'll let you guys know more about that later, but again, we are restarting this. We are restarting the mod playthrough of What If the Eastern Romans Survived? I have a mod done by me in some collaboration with Neatling on YouTube with his his video series of the same name, of course. And here we are going to be doing an Iron Man playthrough as, of course, our titular Roman Republic. As you can see here, we're covering pretty much all of the Lower Haemus, which I will be referring it as such from now on, because the Turks didn't conquer the territory. So here we have both the Lower Haemus, upper stuff is still controlled by the Slavs, and Anatolia and the Aegean Islands, which includes Cyprus. It's from here that we are going to be playing. I'm sure if you guys tuned in from Neatling's video earlier today, you guys know exactly what's going on with this. And I still got a window open, but that road noise isn't much. And it's going to get pretty hot in here, so sorry if I look a little sweaty. I'll be playing this. I'm seriously not sweating very much by the game itself. Do let me know if the background music is a little loud. This is my first time actually using something. I'm using stuff from Total War Rome 1 and Rome 2, just to give us a little bit of more calm, laid back, more cerebral experience of sound and or color theory, or something you subscribe to. So we wait for it to load in here. We'll probably lower the volume just a little bit more. And yeah, I think that's probably fine. You let me know if I'm a little soft or the music's a little bit too loud. This is something that I constantly struggle with to make sure I've got an optimal viewing environment for you guys. We can have a really good time here. I can already feel it on my wrists. Well, this is gonna be the worst or the best idea ever. So might as well keep myself hydrated with my tea here. Oh, here we go. This tea is going to be absolutely invaluable. But here we are, as we are doing here, Eastern Roman Empire, technically the Second Roman Republic. Of course, we can tell by this. This we've got. So, as a brief overview for those who haven't seen Neatling's video series nor seen his explanation video, this is exactly like the Neatling series where the Eastern Roman Empire defeated the Turks in Manzikert over here in the Van area of Armenia, and effectively took the role of the Ottomans did in our normal timeline, where they effectively, over the course of the intervening 11th through 18th and 19th centuries, pretty much held hegemony over the Eastern Mediterranean, of course pressuring the Habsburgs up in the Upper Haemus and up into Italy, but those didn't quite, I guess, pan out as permanent occupations. They were eventually driven back gradually over the years, and eventually they lost Serbia, which triggered the Civil War, which caused them to overthrow the emperor for the first time since 27 BC. And this is in the 1840s, 50s, 60s, roughly. Mid 50s is when the overthrow actually happens, and then first major peaceful transfer of power under the Republican system happens in the early 60s. And then from here, we basically have that. Armenia stayed with the Romans during the Civil War, but afterwards, when they made their transition, they referendum out, but because of Russia, still are part of the Roman faction. Syria was a Christianized Aramaic Armenian state that broke away during the Civil War, where they are more heavily Christianized. As a result, Roman control of the Levant for many hundreds of years. Israel was something that was a part of Syria that I'm playing. Neatling doesn't go very far into the formation of Israel itself, other than it was broken away from Roman territory during the Civil War. I'm going to be playing it just as my particular headcanon and interpretation of this is that it was initially part of Assyrian territory and was pried away from Egypt after the Romans also lost Egypt within the 1840s due to British expansion and influence and such, as you do in the 19th century. And they effectively became part of a local experiment as far as making a Zionist homeland. And then from there, Romans played pressure once they recovered from their instability. And as such, they released it as effectively the Jewish state in the region. And so, I can hear the road noise already. All right. Sorry if I seem distracted at all. It's just some of this stuff is a little jarring. In fact, I think I'm gonna actually close that window, which is gonna get even more sweaty. So if you see me glisten, that's why. I'll be right back, please. Okay. Ah, yes, far less distracting. So yeah, Israel is a post-colonial nation between the Roman and the Byzantine spheres of influences, as you can see here on the faction map. That holds a bit of an odd place in the great game, so to speak, between, I guess it becomes a three-way great game then between the former Russian Empire, now the Soviets, the Romans, and the British in the region. Biggest change, of course, basically the Abbasid Caliph and all the divisive Muslim politicking of the time doesn't cause a great powerful state to emerge out of Arabia again. It eventually gets swept up by the British upon the discovery of oil, and as such, the emirs of Mecca and Medina were set up as the rulers of effectively a British protectorate in the area, with important ports like Kuwait, Qatar, and Bahrain held directly under its control. We're here in the Persian Gulf with not only Arabian oil, but also Iranian oil. And as such, you can see here, did some renaming of the non-aligned nation and set up Ghazzi I as ruler of British Arabia at this point, which he will maintain his rule and will get the name change if they decide to break away, which they start out with enough autonomy in order to do that, but they'll need to actually bank up 300 autonomy. Okay. Alright, hold on. I'll take care of this. Pardon that interruption. Sorry about that. That was a friend of my roommates coming up and using our fridge to store some of their drinks, so they had to take it back downstairs. Again, innumerable pardons about that. But he did leave me a drink, so this ought to make things interesting for Oktoberfest. Interesting. Those particular kinds aren't bad. And so, enough introductions. We've gone over this. We're going to do a bit more focused look. We're going to give Eastern Rome's particular place. They're one of the 7 majors at game start, as you can see here, along with the major suspects: Japan, Italy, Germany, Russians, UK, and the US. Absent, of course, are Poland and China, because they are nowhere near powerful as the rest of these guys. Get back to this. We start out with 57 factories, as you can tell here and here, 34 civilian, 16 military, and 7 dockyards. Not bad from the start. We're roughly around 4th. As far as our economic standing military, we are tied for 3rd with the US and China at 57 divisions. And they're not bad. We've got 6 Mountaineers, which is why you see this here. 46 infantry. It's not bad. This isn't bad for a defensive sort of outlook, which is what we'll take here. Navy, of course, we've got a fairly substantial navy, actually, 76 total ships. There's 1 battleship in our Mediterranean fleet, 11 different cruisers, and 36 destroyers, as well as a substantial 28 submarine division. Again, one of the largest navies in the world, I believe number 4, if I tabulate those numbers correctly, behind, of course, the Soviet Union, France, Italy, and the UK. Technically, that would be 5th. But the Soviets are a bit weird one, because the Baltic Fleet isn't quite powerful enough, nor is the Black Sea Fleet even combined powerful enough, because of the Russian split presence over here in Vladivostok. And Italy usually isn't a problem as far as the Navy is concerned, because of how I prefer to play them. I play a lot more sub-heavy, just build up to like 50 or 60 subs. So by the time World War actually breaks out, we got like 120 ships, which are mostly destroyers and subs. And that's enough usually. They tend to actually hold their own against the Italians and the Germans if they decide to roll up. Well, Air Force is basically just a token Air Force. We've got 250 planes split between both the European territories and the Asian ones. And then you got 25 bombers also there between the two, 50 total. For about 300, which isn't bad, but of course, compared to our neighbors, is not very much. So we're going to have to improve that very quickly. As people have asked, not only on the mod page and on Neatling's interview about this particular thing, I have no clue about modding in focus trees or whatnot. That is just something that's beyond me. I'm taking a look at the mod page, and the complexity of that is over my head, outside of my major capacities. So I'm going to be focusing on using an enhanced generic tree and getting as much out of that as possible. So we're using a modded one. I unfortunately cannot remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it is pretty extensive, especially down here in our political tree. A whole lot of stuff we can choose to go through, which all the major paths: the Democrats, Communists, the non-aligned, and fascists. And of course, we've got our military and economy right here in a nice little square pattern. Makes it nice and compact, left or right. There's just some that are absolutely bonkers, as you can see, the whole combined generic tree that I'll be using here. So, enough of that. We're gonna set up our research. We're good on our. We're gonna make sure that we need to catch up on armored production, because we're gonna need to quickly build that up. At least a token force. Our Air Force is also something we need to catch up on, and then industry is something that is so big, so huge, that I almost never catch up on. Even when I do try to devote all that research time and stuff to, it's just a non-starter for me. And in fact, in order to help with that, we'll start out with our economic tree, doing the industrial tax. Oh, and we'll also want to make sure that we start to divvy up our divisions to cover the borders. group everyone up, put them in, and then start dividing everything in half. 29 divisions will be covering Europe. Our main problem is going to be what's going to happen with Romania, because they're the only ones with any sort of axis leanings that are going to do anything with their focuses if they decide to go down that particular path. And then, of course, our only other land border that we need to worry about is here with the Soviets. So we'll go ahead and put our 28 divisions here, covering the Soviet border with both us and Armenia. Oh, we'll also... Yeah, our Mountaineers are going to be good there. We'll need our quicker divisions because we're also going to set a garrison force to cover our coastlines area, because our main threat is going to be from naval invasion from Italy and Germany if they decide to come and pay us a visit. We're not going to worry about Cyprus or Crete. It's just going to be too much of an effort to actually have to take. We're not going to worry about the actual coastline, every single inch of it, just as long as we have enough divisions in the area to actually have some reserve to come to the point of attack. That'll be just as good. Wait, hold on. Oh, I got those orders. Oh gosh. Oh geez, I got that order switched. I need these guys. Oh, that's what happens. Gotta delete this, reassign these guys to our Serbian border, and these guys we're gonna have covering our coastlines here in the Aegean. Okay. That should be about all of our really troublesome areas. Pretty much any of these areas are where the Italians are going to majorly try anything. They usually don't go into the Eastern Med because of the British presence here. They usually try to sneak in here. Do the fastest route possible. Antillia is usually not a problem area, so we can go ahead and more or less neglect that, and we'll go ahead and set up training of divisions for both our European and our Asian territories, setting up in what I expect the proving grounds to be. Then we'll also start our basic naval production. Of course, our submarines are going to be the principal. Submarines and our destroyers are going to be our principal units. We'll set up parallels in both the Mediterranean and the Black Sea fleets, perhaps less so over time with the Black Sea, because the Soviets only have 9 destroyers over here in Sebastopol. They're not a threat. In fact, we could very theoretically just leave that as is and just focus more of our production on the Mediterranean. That's where we're going to get the most trouble. Light cruisers. Got 4 left. Yeah, that's a good distribution to start with. We got 2 steel that we can work with here. Or 5 rubber from our imports that we have set up at game start. Go ahead and set up 1 more factory there. And we'll do 1 here. Yeah, might as well. Nothing hurt just to pick up more of the slack. Resources are going to be our main bottleneck, so make sure we get our infrastructure to keep the resources coming in. Alright. That should be most of our production that we'll worry about immediately. What we will want is more naval production, because we'll want to build up our navy, and quickly. We'll build up more naval production in our relevant theaters. Up here in Trebizond. Got one there over by Bursa and Bob. And put in some military factories here. Now. Three military. Four civilian, so that way we can just snowball our domestic production. 2, 3 on the Asian side. Put another one there in Constantinople, so we got a long list of stuff that's going to be building here. We won't have to worry about our civilian production for a while. And we'll go ahead and start intermixing some of these so that we get our stuff staggered when they come online. Probably not the most efficient way to do this, but it's how I generally prefer to do it. You might like it, you might not like it, but it is what it is. Okay. Yeah, we'll get those 3 trailing up behind us. And let us see, we'll also want to make sure our... Oh, let's see, we'll do this one. And we'll get our nice... a bit of a throwback to yield in Roman days. Possibly a bit on the nose. But hey, what can you do? So, put it up to 4 speed. Yep, there it is. Basically, the reason why I got this is because I had Greece basically have all this territory, and then I set the decision to actually fire in the country history. So hence why you saw that pop up there. There'll be a few other things that show up later on. Okay, these guys on this particular order. Don't think we'll see any major aggression out of the Arabians even when they do gain independence. Oh, we're getting an extra dockyard? What did we do with that? Oh, it might be from trade. Yeah, there we go, from trade. +1. Not bad at all. If this seems a little light on commentary, because I try to expound upon this. And more importantly, I tend to view my streams as a bit of a way to hang out with my viewers. So back and forth conversation between me and you guys is all the more encouraged. Just so that we're all having a good time and shooting the breeze, seeing what's going on, discussing current events, even discussing history. This is some of the avenues that I really like to talk about history and really think of the alt history as thought experiments. So we can see, say, people's reasoning on, say, looking at Eastern Rome, why, in my opinion, if Eastern Rome survives, it's basically just going to be, they're going to fill the same role as the Ottomans did. The major power here in southeastern Europe that expanded up and caused pressure on the Magyars and the Habsburgs for them to form what they were. I don't see any major difference, potentially subtracting all the major Russo-Turkish wars if the Byzantines were there instead of the Turks. Oh, excuse me. Because of the cultural and religious influence between the two, there'd be far more likely ties actually for them to ally instead of them being mortal enemies like the Turks were to the Russians. What that would apply to in the 30 Years' War or in Italy, that would be a whole nother thing. But them making campaigns to take the Levant and Egypt, basically exactly like the Ottomans would. That's been an objective of the Roman emperors for a very long time. They also used to control almost all of North Africa. That would be a very easy slot in. The fact that they would be rivals in Mediterranean hegemony with the French and the Spanish, almost exactly like the Ottomans were. And in fact, a large reason for the fact that the Ottomans actually went east was because of the Spanish discovery of the New World. That really started to be popularized within the second decade of the 16th century, when Spain really began to have their wealth poured in. And they were able to project their power farther and farther into this basically untapped area. And there were those at the Ottoman court that actually saw that and were worried that Spain would eclipse them. Hence why they made their push east through Tripoli, through Tunis, through Tlemcen, and into Morocco. But the Sultanate of Morocco were the ones that primarily roadblocked them. Hey, our city's finished. Get spies taken care of. Ptolemy is going to be our major thing of importance. In fact, we should probably start prioritizing our civilian production a little bit more, so that we don't lose as much construction time when we're trying to improve our spy networks. Yeah, get these three so that way our burden is lessened significantly. We'll start keeping up our Air Force. Okay. We'll move this one up. We'll move it up here into Macedonia. This one up here into Upper Moesia. This one, now we're going to need to establish some air bases out here, so we should probably put those up, but that's going to be a pretty low priority. 5. So Nisa, we'll put maybe 5 as well, so that way we get a nice split between the two. Wait, is that? Oh yeah, that's here. That's here in Assyria. That's the Assyrian base. Okay. Alright, so we won't need to build up quite as much. But I think we'll still need one over here by Tarsus. 3 is going to be more than enough. We'll use this base right here to base our strategic bombers. And these guys covering their respective areas. We'll put these guys on a more as needed basis. These guys obviously covering the skies here for superiority and interception. After we get our main bombers, we're gonna focus a little bit more specialized. Usually I prefer to just roll with TAC bombers as the main bomber class, but I've started to split those into more strategic bombers and close air support. But of course, once you get past 45 and when jets can pull into the play, close air support sort of falls off, so you have to go back into your attack bombers for close support. I haven't actually figured out whether jet fighters also function for ground support. I mean, theoretically you could. It's just something I've been curious about. Let's see. Yeah. Also, if you notice this, I'm running a mod in the background as well. There are quite a few mods beyond just mine that are running this. I'm running E4 style ideas to make this a little bit more interesting. See what the balancing is between standard or Hearts of Iron 4 and this one. I tend to see that the AI tends to go fairly enthusiastically into ideas. They usually get about maybe they're 1 or 2 ideas behind me most of the time, but I just tend to focus on this normal stuff here. not really worry about the decisions and whatnot. Okay, we can recruit our operative. Let's see. Put a pause on that. Tough. I think we'll go with the blank slate. And our main critical assets that we'll be spying against religiously are Germany and Italy. Are going to be our primary threats. Ooh, we've got our cryptology. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start decrypting the Italians. Again, I want to make sure exactly what they're doing right before they decide to try and invade us. Start exploiting their... Yeah, we'll save up some of these. We won't be able to get ideas till about 37. We're only in March of 36. Let's see. Nothing major going on here. We're still well behind in our rifle production, but that's going to quickly recover. Yep, fuel production is not going to be particularly troublesome, especially once we get our synthetic refineries up. Automatically. I think this is probably where we spend our first government play, because we're not going to actually stick with the Republic. We're going to be a bunch of damned monarchists, and we're going to restore the Emperor. Who, well, not perfect in this case, is going to be from the royal family that Greece had normally. House of Habsburg. Demilitarization of the Rhineland. Who have seen that coming? Okay, industrial research. Definitely something we need to catch up on ASAP. Definitely need to make sure we can lessen the impact of more elections that's going on. And I've noticed that trying to use forceful methods beyond advisors to try and mess with government support is just really, really troublesome. Oh, I forgot to mess with that. Apparently, it's only 100 political power to appoint the scientist that comes with the idea mod. Probably something that needs to be balanced out. I don't think that's really intentional. Well, I guess it's probably intentional because the base idea cost is 100 and I set them to 150. Pretty much in line with most of the other proper decisions and major things you have to deal with. Go ahead and get rid of that. We're not going to worry. No siree. Let's see. How are we doing with our Naval Production? Oh, that's not bad. Let's see, do we have any... Is anyone actually doing any decryption? Or encryption, excuse me. No. Oh, France is pretty open. Come on, show me the Soviets. Oh, Soviets are pretty open. British are pretty open. It's just the fascists that I have no, at least minimal intelligence on what they're doing. Oh, holy cow. I did not... Wow, that is substantial. Okay. I think we might be able to cancel some of these. So that would be 6. 10. Yeah, we'll keep our naval dockyards here in our queue. I'll start intermixing the civilian factories so that way we can speed up our infrastructure. I think that means we could probably put an extra factory. Yep, we do. We can put an extra factory on our small arms to cover the gap. We are almost at our production limit. Our efficiency cap, excuse me. Let's see. I don't think we can really do. Oh, we can set our fighters for how we actually want them to be. I want these up to 50. Yep. I want these up to 50. These up to 50. There we go. Major fighting is probably going to be here in the eastern Balkans, so we'll just go ahead and put them as ground support. Because again, in all likelihood, I set Hungary to take the democratic one. Strengthen the monarchists. Okay, it looks like they're actually they're doing what they're supposed to do. If I set them to go down a constitutional monarchy, ooh, here we go. This is something a bit interesting. This is an event that normally pops up in the Better States Reborn mod, because normally Greece would start out non-aligned and they'd have Konstantinos Demetrius as their leader, and traditionally he dies pretty early in 36 and he gets replaced almost immediately by Metaxas. But I put in this mod for people who actually want to actually roll with a more direct monarchy outside of Battle for the Bosphorus. That's going to be coming up soon in the first week of October. Something to look forward to, by the way. Another country pack coming soon. But yeah, basically set it up for a more direct rule. I'm basically going to do this anyway, even because I'm going to make a pivot into non-aligned and have this guy be the reinstated Roman Emperor after about, well, not quite 100 years of republicanism that ultimately fails. We have a little bit more options as far as diplomacy with some of the other nations around here. Most of our sphere is actually non-aligned. Actually, we're the only democratic state in the Roman faction, which includes just us, Armenia, Syria, and it's supposed to be Wallachia, but I didn't want to do any drastic renaming, so I just left it as Romania. I didn't want to have to go through the effort of making a new separate country tag just for this. I tried to make use as much of the vanilla assets as I could, or the Beautiful States Reborn assets. Okay, let's see, we've almost gotten up. And yes, here we go. Now we got our online supporter here. Or I guess our ultra royalists, if we're going to use the French political terms, the ultras. Versus our Republicans. I think I should probably rename the I think that's the People's Party. I should probably write that to the actually shoot, no, that still actually fits in the Roman context. Popularis to Lycon Coma. I think that's the Greek. Jeez, I'm not that good at Greek. As much as I've been practicing and I've been coached for this particular mod, as you can see here. Romaiki Demokratia. That was suggested by some users on Reddit. A couple of them have a separate mod page just for this. They were a tremendous help on getting me schooled up on basic fundamental Greek grammar as far as this is concerned. Oh, Ethiopia was annexed. How unfortunate. Hmm. It, well, there's really nothing to be done. I think historically the Ethiopians would be a good ally for the Romans when they actually held the rest of North Africa. It would be a bulwark against the Muslims trying to take control because they just attack right here across this strait here into southern Arabia. Perhaps that's why the Muslims didn't, once they lost the Levant in Egypt, they didn't pose a major threat to the Romans because of their relations with the Ethiopians. That's how you want to choose to play it. Okay, well, go. Let's see. That's going to clear back out. So we have a little bit more flexibility with what we do here. Also, if you guys disagree with my research choices, do please actually voice them, because I'm still not that good at this game. Like, I'm not even bothering to research any vessels right now. Our Navy's pretty good as is, and honestly, I think numbers is going to make a bigger difference, at least initially, against the Italians. And just our sheer quality, we're not going to be able to make that up. See, we're still a major. Wait, who dropped out? It's still 7. Was Italy kicked out? Oh yeah, Italy was kicked out in favor of Japan. Huh. How did that happen? Oh well, we're still the game of 7. Decisively at this point, we are game of 7. No worries about that. Okay, there we go. There's our first focus. Second focus, actually. And do we want to actually start going down our political tree that we want? Because we want to go our own way. Start to explore some of the interesting we'll do so. Let's get that started. It's going to be interesting how we try to explore that. One of the earlier focus trees that I used for the generics had one where you actually had a completely separate branch for the political side, where you could basically go into a non-aligned anarchist commune, similar to that one breakaway over in Spain. I believe it's the Spanish. No, that Spanish directory is if you decide to go carlist. But there's like an Aragonese, like anarchist nation that breaks out of the Spanish Civil War over there. It's pretty interesting. It's a different non-aligned anarchist isolationist thing, and that's intriguing that someone was able to mod that in for the generic guys. Now, I don't think I've seen any generics actually use it, but that's cool that people were able to do that. Okay. Oh, goodness. So, a major deficit on fighters, a bit on bombers. Ooh, we're already down 3,000 rifles from our deficit. It is shrinking quickly, which is good, because that way we can put the factories onto other stuff. But maybe we can start building our tanks. It's gonna finish in another 16 days. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot to do in couple weeks in game. Let's see what France is up to. Oh yeah, they're beginning rearming. Popular Front. They're sticking with them. Sticking with Leon Bloom. Predictably, Stanley Baldwin hasn't been kicked out and Neville Chamberlain put in yet. Oh gosh. Yeah, 3% popularity isn't a major obstacle. Let's see. Not gonna worry about that. We'll ban the fascists and we will ban the communists. We'll eventually put in a military theorist to get our army experience. In fact, we should probably do some exercise on this army so we can get some army experience that way. Huh. Nice. The game's intelligent enough to put the mountaineers in the mountain terrain. I guess that should be expected. Yep. That's hills. That's mountains. Yep. 2 for 3. Ooh, here we go. Yeah, we can switch to Fighter 1. Now we have a decision to make on what we decide to emphasize. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Obviously, these synthetic research factories are just some of the most asinine thing to research just because of how much effort you have to go through with those. Okay, yeah, we'll do the light tank. And we'll start researching some of our ships to catch them up to the times. Let's see, open up the discourse. Expand support for not aligned. Let's go with the comment. Basic ability. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, we may not even have to go through with all that stuff. Let's see. Going our own way. Yes, we will go non-aligned. We will diverge from the normal course of the timeline. Even in this case. Because we're going to put George II on the Roman throne. Once again. For 5 days. That's when we're going to get him. Because actually, let's take a look at what will actually happen. Strategic control of the economy is what we're going to want so that we get limited exports. Actually, can we... war economy is going to be the next best thing. And we're already on limited exports, so that's good. We just need to switch to like a partial mobilization at a minimum. Have a bit more factory construction speed. So we could, we'll have to set it to limited exports so that we don't lose our stuff. Let's see, limited rates, stability -5, 2%. Guaranteed rights, factory. More bars. Limited presence in the army. 2% we're gonna do state religion, obviously. Roman Orthodoxy is separable. But yeah, some of these focus trees, some of these paths in the focus tree are really interesting. We got the B3. We're our own alliance, damn it. Technically. Technically, we can't do anything in this part of the tree. More Asia. We'll probably side with China. Interesting stuff to do. Free media is going to be what we want to do. Taking more time just taking a look at some of these focus trees and actually explaining anything on the gameplay. Oh, let's see. We want ban communism when that comes up. We'll want ban the fascists. Come on, immigration's gonna be good. I don't think we'll need to worry. We have. Jeez. When's our next election? June of next year is when the election happens. So hopefully by then we'll already switched our ideologies. Hey, there we go. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, what's happening? Oh, Wilhelm? Who? You go someone so much further, Hungary in a ceremony, Budapest, democratic rights, dialogue with neighbors over hostility. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. To be fair, that's the first time I've seen anything actually happen with the democratic Hungary. Karl V Wilhelm. Direct support. Unionists. Nicholas Horthy. Naval commander. A nation that has no navy, at least not anymore. Pretty sure they would have actually controlled the coasts with the Crown of Stefan. I think the Croatian coasts weren't part of the Austrian crown at that point. The Austrian Archduchy. Oh. Let's see here. Let's put our submarines out to sea. Let's see if there's anything we can gain vision on. Yep. Russian fleet at Sevastopol. I think that's the Russian fleet. So are we still positive on our fuel? Yes, we are. We are only consuming about 250. We might as well put the main fleet. Oh geez. Oh geez. Yep, it's not a good idea. We do not have enough oil for all that. oh man. Oh god. Yeah, current gain. Yeah, we barely have more than what we're consuming with just these naval exercises. Oh, we are going to have to invest heavily in those synthetic refineries. Okay, there we go. We're done with the infrastructure there in Pyrrhus. Constantinople's civilian factory will be next, then Thessaly's stuff. Actually, we should probably switch Thessaly with Brigadier Kierdog. I'm sorry, I don't know Turkish. I'm awful. Let's see. Maybe Ford also. Oh, Oh, let's see. Put this vision over here. Wide open steps. Still gonna be. Let's see. 4. Select up to 3 infantry divisions. And we'll put them over here. Okay, yeah, there we go. Alright, and we'll give these guys military exercises. Let's see what our... It is 42 per day. Okay, so we're still breaking even. In fact, we're still in the green as far as our daily gain. Yep, even there, updated with our latest exercises, still gaining 37. Good, which means we'll more than make up this amount here. In fact, to get to full efficiency. Oh yeah, that's not bad. Just under 50 a day, that's a good. It's good to have. We could, in fact, start building light tanks. Start slowly building up our production. Not bad there. 3, yep. Or the scientists. Nope, get out of there. We don't want you. Science is for losers. Oh, jeez. Damn. I'm sounding like an ignorant barbarian. Oh, what? I wonder if it's just lagging so hard on any of these events. Oh, yeah, unique government. And here we go. New flag. Fancy new emperor. Glorious. Love it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. We are now, once again, the Roman Empire. Literally, monarchy of the Romans. But we shall start. Actually, shoot. What do we want to roll with? What sort of flavor political actually, shoot. Hold on. We'll solve the question of religion. We'll go. Yeah, we'll get some of the more important flavor things out of the way. I'm sorry, Neatling, if you're watching this, but unfortunately, the Republic's got to go. The Empire's back. Oh, goody. Republic is dead. Long live the Empire. Right. We will ban the communists. Screw the commies. It is People's Alliance. Yeah, I think so. It is People's Front or something like that. PKE. ethnic. Inosus Dorados. Oh gosh, I don't know the name of that. But here we are. It was like Glücksburg. Technically, that should actually, I should probably find a way to fix that. Also, Glücksburg should be have like a Chiro or a Cairo instead of the Paleologos symbol there. But I guess that probably stands to be representative of the empire as a whole, rather than just that one dynasty, if symbols persist long enough. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to open up this Oktoberfest at some point. In fact, I think I'm gonna take a quick second. We'll let this run for probably another day while I conveniently not far away from the desk. And we're back. That didn't take long at all. Oh god. Alright. Here we still got our naval exercises up here. I think if we want to actually get more of our stuff, we'll probably, yeah, we can import more American oil. Despite the fact that we just opposed the Republic, the US still likes us because we buy their oil. Buy an American, as they say. It's not as hot as I expected it would be. I wonder if I can, in fact, open up the windows again and let some of the air flow through. So I am going to go ahead and... Oh, no. We'll wait on that just a little longer. Let's see, 4,000. Yep, down from 8, down from 5,000. Oh, and even with 8 factories, let's see, 45. Oh, that's not. Well, we can still pick up the difference. Yeah, we got enough factories that we can open another one here to our tanks. And what we will do... Let's see. The question of religion. Oh, who wants? No, of course. Romans, of course. Why are we even debating this? State religion. Hey, Sprint CA, what's going on, Sprint? How you doing? What is going on? I'm gonna have some conversation here. You guys were making me feel lonely for a bit. What's going on? We are the Eastern Roman Empire. Once again, we have reestablished the emperor as the head of the Roman state. Oh yeah. Oh dear, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry about that. Oh. That's probably one major oversight that I didn't think of when I... yeah. I'm gonna have to work some way around that. I think I'll probably try to come up with a particular portion that like moves the stuff up here off to the right ever so so you can still see the information here. I've had that happen with some of the other games I've played, like EU4. I've had to shuffle around my camera window here a little bit so that way you could actually still see some of the map modes that I'm looking at. So, right. On the outside, man. Oh. Oh yeah, I know it. I know what you mean by that. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I got you there, Sprint. I know what you mean. I'd have to move my camera up to the front and then move the. You know what? I could probably make this the Hearts of Iron 4 overlay then. I, I wonder. I'll give you that freeze frame there. If I can edit this, I would move the in capture. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we'll probably just keep that there. Yep, there we go. All right. Yeah, this will probably something that we do prior to any Hearts of Iron 4. I'll probably move it back when we get done again with this stream. But yeah, good observation there, Sprint. Thank you for the heads up. This is the kind of stuff I'm looking for. But yeah, there we go. As you're seeing in the upper left, we are the Byzantines. Oh, I probably should have done that. It's neglection on my part. But we are the Eastern Roman Empire in Neatling. What if Eastern Roman Empire survived? Timeline mod made by myself. This is the mod that I made to get the map over to here, the countries, the tags, militaries, all that. And we currently are at 59 factories. We've got, let's see how many we've gotten. How many divisions we've got in the field. Doesn't tell us up on the top section. We've got we still got 57 divisions. Fortunately, still haven't gotten our equipment situation taken care of to get the major training. So we should probably start prioritizing. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting training progress. Yes, in fact, a custom mod. The mod is "What if Eastern Rome survived?" and I actually made that. I will grab a link for it so I can point you to it. But this is something that I've been working with a YouTuber called Neatling for the last month or so. Tweaking the mod and making sure everything works. Okay, there it is. And get back to here. And there you go. There you go. The link to it is in the chat. And that's the mod that I am running here. Mod of my creation. Yeah. Yep, so as you can see, map, especially here in the lower Hamus, as I'm referring to it, in the Middle East, is substantially different than in our normal timeline. Alternate history, I tend to do that. There we go, state religion, very good. I think, oh gosh, that's what happens when you get 3 CPU hungry programs going on at the same time. Game's like, okay, there we go. Spanish Civil War is on. Let's see. Oh, we have to be at war for there. So we're not going to worry about any more of the flavor political stuff for now. But yeah, made this mod, collaborated with Neatling to get some of the stuff taken care of, some of the back end politics and such like that. Like Israel here is a democracy. It's got guarantees from both the Romans and the British. And these guys are the other particular ideologies that they would be in this case. Do we ban the fascists? Oh no. Yeah, we'd have to wait. Yeah, we'd have to wait till they're about 5% before we can ban them. Stability free. 3,000. No, we don't want that. Oh yes, very good. We filled the roles for this one, so we'll go ahead and fill this one here. Pardon me. Actually, yes, technically. The political party I'm running with is technically a separate mod that I'm running with the map overhaul that I'm using here. I'm using Beautiful States Were Born on the workshop, and it has a couple of events related to the Greek political tree that if you start out non-aligned and your leader dies, you get to use John Metaxas as the country leader, and it renames the party to the Metaxas party in Greek, obviously. I decided to elect to actually make that an optional one, where you actually have a choice between, say, John Metaxas or, say, King George of Greece decides to actually take control and turn it into more of an absolute monarchy, like, say, it would have been in Germany or Austria and Austria-Hungary. So that's the route I went with this. It's technically a new party, but it wasn't actually a whole lot of work, and I can actually put that on the workshop if you guys want me to. Yes, it is very Rome-centric. Actually, I did put a bit of work into Arabia to get that as close as I can. As you can see, the Saudis are not controlling Arabia at this point, and they are a British protectorate. They have 100% autonomy, and they just need 300 political power to break away. But they've got a leader of the Hashemite dynasty, and they are a non-aligned monarchy. And when they break away, you'll be able to see the name change from British Central Arabia to the Kingdom of Arabia, of course, as you would expect in this case. Okay, let's see. We need our bombers. Oh, okay. Yeah, our construction, get our construction speed and resource extraction sorted. Yeah, we can wait another 14 days to get that taken care of. Yep. Assyria, or basically Christian Syria, is the proper political party there. Same with Armenia. It was democratic. I moved it to non-aligned for the flavor of this. And I've had to do quite a bit of military work, had to put in some factories here in order to get these guys economically up to par with the rest of the majors in the game. And it wasn't actually too much to get the units on. I just had to copy them over from the other orders of battle for Turkey, Bulgaria, and Serbia, technically Yugoslavia. But Serbia inherited the rest of theirs. The biggest work I had to do, though, was the Navy. The Greek Navy at a start is just absolutely pitiful. I think only like a total of 36 ships total. And let me pull up their diplomatic ledger since we have 100%. We've got 83 ships right now, a bunch of destroyers, a lot of submarines. A lot of this was just going into the files and just copy pasting. Oh, anti-communist impact, of course. Screw the commies. That tells you about me. Anything? I'm not a fan of the communists. What am I? Oh yeah, still need to switch that production. A couple more days. By the way, Sprint, is the background music that I've got a little too loud? Can you still hear me plenty well? Oh, yes, there we go. Good, we'll switch that over. Can almost set up our military theorists to speed up our army exercises. Fantastic, awesome. Thank you for that. I'll probably keep this in mind for future videos. Let's see. I love it. It even gives our state religion. It even gives us an actual Orthodox crest for when we go state religion. I wonder if it actually figured it out that we're Greek and therefore gave us the Orthodox version of that. Thank you for the explanation. Thank you very much. Oh, this isn't a full test. This is actually published. This is This got featured in a YouTube video by the YouTuber Neatling because this was about his alternate history YouTube series. He's got 3 videos on it. So he plugged me for this, and this is actually a Let's Play that he and I more or less it's a bit of a coordination for the two of us. I thought it'd be best. He asked me via email if I was going to do a playthrough of this for other people. So I obliged for him. This is what it is. A Let's Play of the mod scenario to see some of the stuff going on with it. If that's actually more clarifying the actual expectations that we've got here. Oh, let's see. What are the Romania up to? Preserve Greater Romania. Oh dear. Okay. Oh hey, we can actually select our idea group. It's going to be a while until we actually select an idea. Economic is usually a surefire one to start with, in my experience. There we go. Yeah, some of these are really good production efficiency, growth, factory output, resource efficiency, the fuel capacity. Yeah, this stuff is pretty good. That and trade are pretty nice. Resources to market's a good one. Resource efficiency, again, another good one. Both of those more or less go hand in hand. I don't think we'll necessarily need to go monarchist in order to reinforce our party, because we're going to have, due to our state religion, we've got some pretty good ideology drift modifiers, but I think we're definitely going to have to invest in our defensive and quality ideas for when we go military. Oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna need to actually pull out that Oktoberfest, or to make sure that I don't lose my voice talking to you guys. Okay, let's see. I can move these guys back to normal priority. I probably should have been doing this from the start. You have actually had more divisions out. But I guess it's better for the overall balance if we don't have quite as much of a deficit when we get these divisions trained. Hey, there we go. We've got our bomber surplus. I need to keep up with production to get that deficit. There are fighters. Any light tanks are going to be nice, no matter what particular condition they're in. There we go. We'll want radios for our signals. I apologize if this stuff ends up sounding a bit repetitive. The playlist was originally longer, but I suspected that some of the music was going to be a little bit distracting, so I tried to go with stuff that's a little bit more soothing, peaceful, something that you guys would probably find more inoffensive. So we offer good. Definitely use more civilian factories. Military focus, yes, that's going to be nice. Because we are to cheat effectively by duplicating this. I'm going to call that the Tagmata. This is going to be our new infantry division main template. It's going to be a... Oh, is it actually going to be a 14-2? Tagmata. Artillery. And we've got a 2 artillery detachment. Go. Yep, there we go, our Tagma. That was looking good. Of course, we're going to make sure that we have room and flavor for this. Got our 20 width. You know, maybe we could go for the actual full-on 40 width. Unfortunately, we just don't have the army experience to do that. Yeah, but we've got our building block there. And realistically, I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have put these guys, the artillery battalion. I think these are battalions, or divisions. Gosh. Yep. Got support companies, battalions, companies. Wait, no, these are regiments, battalions, and our companies. Or support companies. Sorry. Okay. Got our free Asian division. We are going to go ahead and put them. Oh, we will put them on our Arabian border. Okay, we'll put them where we need to. Because now it's starting to be a good time that we're actually gonna focus. Ooh, we're getting even more manpower now. Yep, if our if our main concern is going to be equipment, not manpower, we're definitely going to go with our division, or 40 widths. Fortunately, I might have just screwed myself over. In fact, I think I pretty much did. We're going to have to scrap that division and start over. We will have to go down the army reform. I think we're going to get a nice boost of 5. Another 15 there. Yep, that's going to be nice. So we should probably be able to put in, about 4 artillery battalions. Seven is 12. Yeah, we should have enough. Okay, so army reform. You have any? It says that still give us more army experience. These are all doctrine related and their supposed benefits. Jeez, I'm just all over the place. There we go. Fill out these guys' supplies quickly. We should probably put our reinforcement priority so low. They only trickle in. Equipment 80%. 92, there we go. Got 12. That was 87. That's about 5%. Yep, there we go. Yep, another 5% every day. Boom, there we go. Okay. Would be nice. We may need to take off one of our tank factories and put them back on the small arms. This is going to be a really complex situation that we find ourselves here. Got ourselves a nice 46 ship fleet here for the Mediterranean. Probably go ahead and kill our exercises here. Put them back into Cynic. See, yep, we only there's 9 stability there because they 13%. So it looks like about 5% popularity is about where the cutoff for stability loss happens for banning political parties, which makes sense realistically because if they are basically so minor, why would you even bother? Oh man. So how is Arabia doing? Don't have any ideas. We're almost there. If we are quickly gaining popularity, I don't think I'll need this guy. No. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we actually want to go for our scientist here, because he only gives us idea drain. We're definitely not going to keep this guy around. In fact, we might just be able to slot this guy in for a silent workforce. It's our political power game. We're already getting more army experience. Oh, but we do want to go to at least partial mobilization. In fact, screw that. But we're not going to worry about any of these political actions. We're not going to have any major changes because we don't have any elections anymore. They're not a threat. At least not anymore. Also, farming farm. We have 10. Give that 15 more. We duplicate. Take 2. Actually wasted just 15. Let's actually do this right. Save it. And then we'll put in our artillery regiments. 40. Forward. Infantry battalion. Yep, so we'll need 4 more here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, massive. Hopefully by then we'll have enough infantry production in order to keep up with that. In fact, we're gonna. No, we need to make sure that we keep up on our industrial tax. Hey, there we go. Slow down, it'll take a while. Let's see what we can do here. Can we boost ideology? Oh, it's gonna take so long. 200% per day. This party. Popular Italian Party. The Italian Communist Party. Oh, boosting ideology prior to La Resistance was just so much better and so much more powerful than now. Now it's just sucks to be you if you try to do anything. I don't even know. Got this? Got cores and everything. Oh, goodness. Oh, it's actually going on just a little longer than I thought it would. These guys will finish roughly about the same time. Oh, I forgot that. I forgot to unpause the game. Oh, I'm so bad. I just get lost in trying to take a look at everything, make sure everything's good. I lose track of whether my game's actually playing or not. For one indication on how riveting this is. Oh goodness. Well, hey, that's why I'm not one of the big Twitch streamers yet. Oh goodness. Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait to move to partial mobilization. We know that Germany is in some nasty direction. But I should probably also be doing stuff with mine. Let's see. As a defense. Ooh. So I finished a couple of factories over here. Let's see how we're doing. Yep, resource-wise, we got plenty. We're looking good. Everything is falling into place. We can probably use more convoys. So we will move one of our new naval dockyards. We'll probably put on making convoys to make sure we have plenty of surplus in case any Italian Navy decides to do some convoy raiding. Yeah, I think on a bit of hindsight, I think I'm gonna have to expand my background music playlist. This is probably why the people left, to be frankly honest. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's looking good here. May have to move this to my priority. There we go. Our economy should start moving a little bit faster. We got a lot more fuel now. I've got to fill up our reserves in no time. Let's see. Still not a major. Still up 2 divisions. Quite a few lines left to go. I'll be back north of 50 production per day here soon enough. Oh geez, those fighters are taking a little bit too long to actually be produced. We just need more factories. So finish up in about a month. We have more civilians. Yeah, we'll put military factories of our dockyards. Airfields aren't going to take too long to construct, especially since we're only building 3 of them. In fact, do we want to? In fact, we could probably really not import quite as much fuel. We're only using so much. These guys are almost done training. Which means we'll be back to having a big deficit again. Yep, we're still short 2,000, but how are we looking on reinforcements? United Front forms. Yep, here we go. Yep, the Chinese faction. Close to the Japanese. We have no idea what's going on. Here we go. Here's where the popcorn throwing stuff starts. Probably around here, 1937. Marco Polo should be happening at any moment now. Not sure if that border conflict between the Soviets and the Japanese happened. Little cock and gall. Oh, where is that? Actually, here. Should be. Is it a victory point? Oh, I guess not. Could be. Yep, I think we've only got maybe one fire. Oh, the humanity! Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh, the humanity. Oh goodness. I'm sorry I don't have very much commentary because frankly in this corner of the world there's nothing going on and chat isn't particularly active. But okay. Bombers. That's looking good. Construction, yes, there we go. Faster construction is what we want. Oh. Yeah, I think dispersing history is going to be what we want. We're a year late updating our cruisers. I guess that's one weakness of this generic focus tree that I'm using here. It's just so easy to go down the tree and just unlock the 2 tech slot upgrades that you can get with here, but there's nothing to be seen on part of this. Electronic Research National University, you have just one there. Yeah, with this you only get 1. You get 1 slot from just creating a national university, which in our case would be the one in Constantinople, but Rome, technically. Let's see, Romania. Not anything threatening. Good, there we go. I think that's one of the last warlords or the cliques. Oh, I still got Yunnan, but I'm sure Yunnan will switch over the United Front here real soon. It'll be interesting to see with Quake and the Tiger no resistance at it if China actually implodes as much as they usually do, if they actually put up a fight and kick the Japanese out. I mean, I don't suspect that there'd be too much of a butterfly effect because of the Romans, but you never know. Oh, we actually didn't have that much of a increase. Yep, we can go ahead and start deprioritizing them. So I think most of this 2,000 is the rest of the army that we have here. 160 left out of our. Good. Let's put these guys in priority. 49. Oh gee, 3,000. Oh yep, because these guys finished up. Makes sense. So we will go ahead and start prioritizing them too. I wonder if this will evenly split. Let's see. I don't know. 50 is going to the highest one in the order first. I think we'll also. I think that'll result in a pretty even split. Oh, let's see. Okay. Yep, we'll start making more military factories. Do research. Yep, we got radios, so now we can get our signals in. Research to be plus 4%. That's good. What we want. What we probably should have been doing earlier, just focusing on industry and tech and making sure all that's up to par. And Road 56 was nice that you could actually refund some of the resource costs if you're upgrading, which makes sense in a way. Oh, rubber. Working on rubber. Yep, 34, 36, 38. Yep. Got 3 more divisions that add, which means we need 15. 15 more military experience, army experience technically, but we'll start using that. I think we'll go ahead and get out that cold one, wet my whistle a bit. Right back. And it's just over here. Yeah, would have needed the bottle opener anyway. I suspected I did. Thankfully, I managed to get it. Oh, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. Barktoberfest from Thirsty Dogs Brewing Company. Not exactly sure where they are or where they're located, but they're there. They're a thing. And it's actually not bad. It's not as bitter as I was expecting, but I'm not opposed to an Oktoberfest. I think something a little bit lighter, like a Hefeweizen, like a half. No, halb is half in German, but Hefe is something I'm gonna have to research. I think that's what I'll try to look up here. Wait. Translate. And yeast. Okay. Or white yeast. Okay. Alright, something happened here. Something happened here that I missed because I was doing Google stuff. Oh, it's a wheat beer. Okay. Wheat relative to barley. Weizen beer. Wheat beer. That's a Bavarian style white. Okay. That's probably why I actually like those. Wheat beers. I guess wheat. Probably invest a little bit more into those. Okay, we got 6 army experience. We'll put other infantry, Italian on the field. There we go. We're at 36 combat with. Almost ready to start beginning our transition. Oh, yep, there it is. We got the Great Purges starting in the Soviet Union, and World War II has officially kicked off with the Marco Polo Bridge incident, and Japan is now beginning the invasion of China. Put your F's in the chat for the Chinese, or who knows, maybe because they organized early enough. Why the heck has Yunnan not decided to join? Oh, Regional Defense Council of Aragon. That's the anarchist that was taking out earlier. Oh, yep, anarchist outrising. Yep, they don't stand a chance. The Popular Front is fraying at its edges. Yeah, we got 1 extra factory, which we're gonna put into those. Yep, Marco Polo Bridge incident. Interesting times indeed. Indeed. We can go that there. Oh boy. These are interesting times, but not interesting in a good way. These are very, very, very troubling times indeed. War 2 is indeed on the horizon. Very worrisome. Oh, actually, I should probably put that down so I can actually see if... Oh, no chat. You guys make me sad. You guys make me sad. You leave me all alone. Oh well, we deal with it. Okay, how are we doing? Oh wow, we gained a lot of popularity. This guy's powerful. Playing more support. That's a core territory and or be able to add another division shortly. 4.4. Now we're amounting to just over 0.1% per day. Ooh, there we go. Bigger than expected jump. Partial mobilization. Description. There's Yunnan. They finally joined the party. A little late, but, well, better late than never. Oh, how about this? They've kept the front line stable. Beijing has not, or Beijing. the reason why that name changes is a little nebulous. I saw a Emperor Tiger Star video on places that changed their names, and unfortunately, that still did not help me enough to understand the rationale behind it. Literally, just I think a difference in how they decided the Romanization, if I'm not mistaken. I'm probably gonna have Chinese people come in telling me why. Nationalists are slowly gaining ground. Link study against the anarchists in Aragon, Valencia. So it is getting so stuffy in here. I think I'm gonna open up a window and put the fan on. See if that causes any significant background noise. Anyways, I will be right back if you do not mind it. Oh, the airflow is so nice. Oh, what was I thinking earlier? This is actually not bad. And I'm not actually hearing any disruptive noise in the, at least microphone feed. I don't know if you guys can hear it over me actually speaking, if you can hear the, oh, you can actually pick an idea. Oh, but then again, oh, no. Now stay disciplined. Will not cave. We are going to make the investment up front and get the benefits in the long term. Sound strategy. We are not going to cave. So how's our... Oh, jeez. This city is too much. This... Probably rename that class. I know that's going to be too much work. Well, how are we? Ooh, we are almost done. We are almost completely caught up our infantry equipment. Very nice, very nice. Oh, I got a feeling that we're gonna have to. Okay, we can put another battalion here. We are at 38 combat width. We are almost there. Probably start equipping our infantry divisions here, and probably eventually switching over our cavalry. I honestly have no long-term plans on what to do with them. I've just no idea what to do with cavalry once they just become obsolete, once motorized. It really kicks in. Honestly, thought about replacing these guys with just motorized divisions. I think... Oh, let me check my tech. Do I have motorized? Here? Yes, I do. I have motorized already. That motorized infantry already researched. I haven't done anything on the fourth divisions too. Those guys are going to be, well, support companies, excuse me. Those guys are going to be critical. It's about 9:30. I think we'll cut this off at about 10. Confidence. Yes! There we go. Didn't have to devote one of our other factories. Okay. Oh, localized training center. Choices. Yes! There we go. So this is another thing we're going to want to do. Ooh, looking good, looking good. Then we are almost caught up. Almost caught up with our production. Our Navy. Oh, we should probably go here. Oh, hey, Italy rejoined. We are now the gang of 9? Am I reading this right? Yep, we are the gang of 9. China has joined it. We are the most largest group of the great powers that you could possibly think of. Probably because China's the leader of the United Front faction, makes sense. So we have. Oh, if only they had a major power map mode just like in EU4. That would be cool to see. Great powers and their factions highlighted in their color. Goodness. We'll go ahead. Once again, we should probably check. It says, oh, an hour ago. Very good. Yep, naval expansion. There we go. I got 3 more naval factories we can devote. We're already getting quick enough production of these guys, so we can go ahead and put more emphasis on our light cruisers, which means we'll need 1 more steel factories worth. Oh, whom do we want to court in this case? We'll probably want to court Britain. They're the principal leader of the Allies. Get more spring factories. And we'll start setting up our artificial refinery and silo allocation in central Anatolia. There we go. That's going to be a nice bit of oil production. Should probably move that up. Priority list. And there we go. There. Good, good, good. Good. I like where we're going with this. We have 99 light tanks. 30 vintage. Ooh, almost. Almost. Like we should probably, in fact, we do need to slow down our exercises so that they don't consume as much. Yep, we've got enough to fully finish out the baseline of our 40 with mega infantry divisions, which means we can now Yeah. Oh yeah, that deficit's dropping big time. Oh. Oh, we're looking good. Oh, we're looking good. We're now getting 27 a day as a net. Oh, and that number's still going up. Ooh, Syria made another infantry division. Nice. They're actually doing normal production. They can actually somewhat take care of themselves. Let's see what they look like in our intel. 4 infantry divisions. Oh, they're economically destitute. Yeah, unfortunate. We should probably invest in building stuff on their territory. Yeah, we will become spy master, so we can get another operative slot. We'll start sequentially getting our intelligence stuff. With the intelligence network here in Philly. Oh, we got an extensive network in the old capital. This is good, this is good. We're still breaking their ciphers. Ooh, 500. Very good, very... Oh, no. I lost my headphones. There we go. We're back. Oh. Probably realistically should be playing up my antics just a little bit more. But that just honestly isn't me. Okay, there we go. Right, so now our only deficits of equipment are now stuff that are actually going for our newly trained divisions. Very good. Very, very, very good. Means I can probably... Oh... I think we'll change this template. In fact, we'll stop the training of that template and go with the new one. For them. Put them on our Arabian border, the rest of our attackments. Towed artillery. Oh, geez. I forgot. Oh dear. I forgot. We need artillery. Actually, need artillery production. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, gosh. Now we can pull a factory. Get off our equipment here. Hold on artillery. Oh, we only need 104. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yep, we can easily leave just 8 there. We can pull another factory off fighter production. There we go. Now we're starting to get the artillery going. It's going to be critical. It's going to be our best use of that particular research boost. There we go. Let's see where we are in our destroyer. Oh, yeah. Not too far along. Oh, dear. I think I know what we're going to research next. there we go. We're gonna have to leave one of our naval factories idle. Oh man. Well, it's a good thing that we picked economic ideas for our first idea group. In fact, we'll move it up to 5 speed. If we're slowing down like this, we're better off just on our highest. Now we're actually going to have a quick transition of events. Probably should have been on 5 speed from the start. Oh, look at this! China's making an offensive into the Mongolian Protectorate. Ooh. Ooh. Positive development for the Chinese. How about that? How about that? Oh, I think at this point, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and cave and get the scientist. I'll get the stuff there out of the way. Two, three, or, yep, this one will be the one where we get the second operative slot. Probably not be neglecting my intelligence branches like this. We're still missing all of our artillery. Gonna make this the last one there. And, oh, come on. Not sure what you got. Oh, wait, no, we can put up. Working on the armies. Nice. Do roads really change anything? I don't know. Perhaps India could prove us wrong. You never know. Are we still? Yep, we're still at 50. Good. What I hoped. Gotta get the electronics and the industrial research. I'm gonna get that second research slot and actually have any hope of actually getting my technologies back on track. That's what's gotta happen. And well, since we got that extra factory, we'll play back on fighters. Not losing anything. Hey. Army intel, which means we got operative in 30 days. Very good. Very good. We'll start moving up these oil silos and refineries. Just slots in our little building queue. There we go. That's a pretty even distribution of stuff. So we're getting 1 per day on top of our production. super low priority. Turn on to our person. We can select another idea group. Oh, what would actually, hold on, let me go back. Administrative ideas. Quantity, communist, trade. Well, I think trade's going to be our second one. Yep, there we go. Trade, ideas. There we go, now we can do the second one. Oh, I think we'll do that. We're going to build our Intel network in Germany, specifically Berlin. Oh, let's take a look at what we got here. Two guys there. We steal equipment. Oh, all of these require 2 agents. Oh, that's annoying, and I only have 2. Let's see. I wonder if I upgrade. Oh, I'd have to assign me with some gentlemen. Oh dear. Got to assign that stuff. Like reduce that up. That is, since we're in 1938, infantry equipment, since most of our army is infantry. Blueprint scaling. We'll do that. Photography, ops. Few details. Hiking across the board. Yeah, we're just going for a good hike. No problems here. We're just surveying the area for our takeover. I mean, oh man. Oh, there it is. There's the Anschluss. There goes the Austrians. Rest in peace, former Habsburgs. Rip. Rest in peace. Oh, where the heck do we steal blueprints? I wonder if that opens up the actual operations too. Oh, we'll need to infiltrate the civilian population. Alright, well, we'll take advantage of our 100% spy network. We'll infiltrate their administration. Here we go. Commence. We make 5 when ready. Alright, so now we can start. We're getting close. We can start converting over some of our other divisions to our new Armata. So we get our deficit there sorted out. Yeah, I think around 43, 45 are going to be good for us. Oh, actually, no. No, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll get an idea. Yep, nice. Nice factory output. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Means we'll be able to get more out of our existing production. Our light cruisers. Okay, yep, we're okay. We got some more spares there. Our Navy doing? Oh, we got 54 ships on our Mediterranean fleet. That is very good. Very good. Let's see what our Navy still stands at. 92 ships total. And here we go. Now we're starting to bridge the gap between ourselves and the Italians. Make ourselves a very difficult prospect for an invasion of them. Or a naval invasion of theirs. In fact, we can likely go ahead and set these guys on a strike force. Yep, there we go. We'll set them to do their strike force ops in the Mediterranean. Well, these guys will go patrol, but then act aggressive, so that way we will not only... Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah, we're going to need to set these guys to engage at high risk, so that way they'll actually fight other guys even when they're doing their patrols. So we'll need more oil. And yes, it's our surplus. We still have a surplus. We have 2 years till we refill our stocks. Oh yeah, we're still doing our air exercise. Should probably cease those. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's better. That's a bit more reasonable. Yeah, we've got our first set of refineries. Such. Care of. Strategic modeling. Yep, there we go. You know, our Air Force is almost caught up. Just got like 15, well, specifically 13 fighters that we have to make up for that. Our strategic demands are met. There we go. We are looking good. For sure. Our surplus and artillery. 3 a day. Okay, we will. Yeah, we can go ahead and stop producing my equipment there. Put that into our artillery. Get us more. Oh, yep, and there we go. Yep, there's the update. Yep, we got more stuff now. Copying machine. Yep, we're gonna want that. Keep our research speed moving right along nicely. Let's see what we're looking at. Yep, 3.3. Very good. Very good. It's now like a little over a month. Meet our current shortfalls. Whatever. So we are almost done for what I'd want to get done tonight. This is a little bit longer. In fact, almost twice as long as I originally intended to play. Go ahead and kill our background music. That. We'll go ahead and get our normal stuff back up and running there. That's a little loud. Yep, that's better. Okay. Yeah, that music doesn't sound offensive. The game's running a little faster too. Guess that counts for something. Let's see, we're getting done. See if we still have. Oh, our encryption's gotten even better. We can even see the progress on both France and Great Britain. I doubt we'll be able to see anything. Yeah. Oh no, we can actually see Germany. Very good. Very good. And Italy. Yep, we can see what they're doing. Which means we will likely. Oh, yeah, we still see what the Soviets are doing. That's going to be relatively quick, so we'll go ahead and do that. Get that out of the way. So I almost always neglect infantry equipment, especially since my entire army is infantry. You'd think that would be something to remember. Yep, we'll get those guys sorted. Get them their equipment to finish their training. Construction speed. Yep. We're just going heavy into ideas now. That's gonna only help us get this construction queue taken care of. Then I guess from there, we can go ahead and build border fortifications and our problem border. If the Wallachians decide to go fascist, Danube is going to be our principal border we need to defend. Yep, and we're not going to move this up. This is go by quickly with however many factories we have. There we go. Now that we've got everything taken care of. Something didn't sound quite right there. I'll have to take a look at that in a few minutes. But we'll go ahead and finish this out. Anyone left? Six factories, infantry equipment. That looks like it. Oh, and we haven't even hit our production cap on that. Or efficiency cap, excuse me. That's good. That's really good. Oh, and we got another light cruiser already out. Our Navy is continuing to grow. Hey, there we go. Infiltrated Italy. Send these guys both to continue doing intelligence on our principal enemies. Continue to build up our intelligence network. Portable radio. Yep, there we go. It's a nice thing to have. Oh, how many days? Already have into the like 4 or 6 days. Man. Oh dear. I need more steel. Oh, we'll go to the Americans. Means we have one more factory in Naval Production. We'll do that. This thing got a lickety split. And we'll continue building convoys. Can't have too many. And, oh gosh. I don't want to really invest in battleships. And cruisers are going to be where it's at. Okay, there we go. Now we're actually getting a surplus. Just barely. Still surplus is surplus. We'll put one more into artillery. Research, and we'll get our university. We'll need to finish up the rest of our economic tree. Means we need the rest of these and the rest of our infrastructure. And synthetic oil, fuel storage, and synthetic oil experiments. What? Wait, did I already do that? Oh, I would have gotten that tech free. Damn it. Ugh. Son of a... Ugh. Hey, Raven. Raven, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4. Oh, I am? Oh, okay. All right. It might be I'm talking a little bit softly because I think I'm getting a little bit tired. And I think my voice is starting to dry out a little bit. So I'm talking more and more. Okay, is that a little better? Are you hearing me now? And thanks for the follow, by the way, Raven. All right, good, fantastic. I wasn't sure if I actually had anyone there. There's been long spurts of silence that have been really, really draining me. Because I really like to actually chat with the people in chat, obviously. It's interesting. It's okay, Raven. Well, better late than never. But anyways, what is up? This is me doing a mod playthrough of a mod that I created, What If Eastern Rome Survived? Based off of a YouTube series by the YouTuber Neatling. It was alternate history of all different kinds. Bunch of different stuff. We are currently in June of 1938. World War II has technically already started with Japan declaring war on China. But it looks like the Chinese are actually doing well for themselves. They actually decided to form the United Front sooner than anything. Oh, Raven, don't worry about it. You're at least by yourself. All right, I got you, Raven. But so far, your English has been perfectly fine. Fine. I see no, well, at least no trouble for now. Who knows? But yeah, you're doing fine there with your English. No worries here. We're doing fine here. Here we are a year away from tapping out our oil storage. We've got surpluses on the equipment that we need. All good stuff. Okay, there we go. National focus completed. So now we can get an extra research slot. But we are still toiling in our 3 research slots that we've had from the beginning. I am from the United States. I'm an American living in the region of Southern Ohio. Narrows it down sufficiently enough. Yes, I am from America. Although, if you are curious, I can do a not so bad German accent. I do have a little bit. Yeah, we Americans are kind of distinctive among the English speakers. But I guess you could say that of all of them: the British, the Australians, the New Zealanders, South Africans, I guess too. Good to have you here, Raven. Good to have you here. It's getting lonely and sad. But anyways, are you curious about this mod? Because my playthrough is all about it and how we actually play with the conditions that were obviously set here. Unless you came from Neatling's video earlier today, in which case you probably know all about it. Excuse me. Gosh. Oh, sorry. Just my throat's getting pretty dry. And do all this. Okay, we'll get our 3 divisions sorted. We'll need, and we'll need to get some anti-tank eventually. Oh crap! This one says that anti-tank production. You'll help one of those factories. There we go. There we go. Oh, Oh, you don't know very much about this? Okay. What we have here, Hearts of Iron 4, is effectively I guess you could call it a national military industrial complex simulator. Because the big focuses of this game are on... Okay, actually should do that. Factory production. Because the big focuses are on industry, how you devote time to your military production and how it gets distributed to divisions and military units that you're training in the field. Convoys are how you get your stuff overseas, supplying them. Like, say, if you've got people operating on Sardinia and you need to make sure they got their equipment, you need to have convoys to ferry their equipment to. But also the organization of your divisions themselves are also an important factor. Here you can see my primary combat division that I'm going to be with lots of infantry and artillery. How you construct your divisions, how you provision them, how you make sure that their provisions get to your divisions on your front lines are all really important for making sure that your military and ergo your nation actually does well. So that's the best summary I can give of Hearts of Iron 4 to begin with. The political stuff is fun and flavorful, but it's really only setting the tone for how you actually go about taking care of your industry, your military, and diplomacy emerging from there. Like, say, for instance, in this mod, we are the Eastern Roman Empire, literally, as you can see here in the Greek. We are in a separate faction, or I guess a group of nations, apart from, say, the Soviets and their Comintern, the Axis powers, which for now only includes Germany. Yes, I am. Well, actually, technically not, but that's a bit more of a complicated issue because of, well, no, no, it's not actually as bad as you might be thinking, Raven. Unfortunately, a lot of disinformation is being floated on a lot of different platforms about people who might have similar or roughly analogous political opinions to me, but I don't necessarily identify myself as a Republican per se. I don't have. Yes, yes, I will be, because when you actually go beyond what a lot of the major networks say about Biden and what they say about Trump specifically, and you go a little bit more into actually researching, in my opinion, I do not believe that Joe Biden is the proper candidate. And that's my opinion. I'm sorry if I'm disappointing you, Raven, that you want to talk about this more, because normally that's what I'd be perfectly okay with. I am of the opinion that a political, oh gosh, how do I describe this? Oh, I'm with you on that one. But I know in my experience and my research that, regrettable as it may be, a lot of stereotypes do have a bit of a kernel of truth to them at their very foundations. It's just that they get blown out of proportion over time. Hysterical antics, cultural stuff. You probably know. I don't need to lecture you about that. But anyways, yeah. Like, say people stereotype me as the quintessential. Oh dear. I am sorry to have alienated. I am sorry to have alienated you. I am terribly sorry. I will throw myself out the window right over there. Thank you for watching. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, it's these kinds of conversations that I love having, where we can have potentially maybe dissenting opinions, but if we're all still friends at the end because we respect each other's opinions and how we come to them, all the better. All the better. Okay, so we'll finish that. Also, something interesting about Hearts of Iron 4 as a game. Oh, do tell it. Do tell me what you mean. Oh yeah, something interesting. Most nations have a particular. All right. Anyway, show me what you got, Raven. Lay it on me. Yeah, so your focus trees. Going back to Hearts of Iron 4 mechanically, your focus trees are effectively your, I guess, your progress and your possibilities on how you want to progress and at what paces you want to do. Like, say, for instance, this is a modded generic focus tree for any nations that are major nations, like, say, Germany, Austria, France, and the UK. It gives you options on if you want to pursue military reform. You take these focuses and you get bonuses after a certain number of days related to the specific paths that you went. And they have different things for different strategies that you want to pursue. Like, say, for instance, here in Germany, you've got two political paths where you can go the full-on Nazi route, or you can go the alternate route and go, say, restore the old German Empire, go a constitutional monarchy with the Hohenzollern still, all that. Just bonuses that you can choose to set your strategy. But anyways, sorry for the interruption and breaking your concentration. Do go on. Sounds like you were about to throw out a bombshell. Right. Need to catch up on close air support. don't think we'll need to research any more aircraft till 1940. Oh, capture a cipher, resistance content. Steel industrial blueprints. Oh, we need 3 guys. Oh. Ah, damn it. I'm sad. I'm sad. We don't have enough spies. We'll infiltrate German administration. You may go when ready. Right, so we take 1 down there, and we look at. Oh, gosh dang it. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm flipping through these so quickly. Hey, we've broken the Italian codes. Bureau of Barbarians. Hey, hey. True story. This was actually one of the first major foreign relations and espionage agencies. Period. The old Eastern Roman Bureau of Barbarians is not an actual meme. This is an actual legit thing. Look, I'm sure you'll be able to find it. Look up the yeah, if you do a Google of Bureau of Barbarians, you'll be able to find it. I mean, it would probably take on a more refined name once all the other countries actually. Oh, you are actually a socialist. Okay. Okay, interesting. May I ask where you are from in that case? Because I know there are definitely flavors of socialism out there. It is intriguing. Is that the bombshell you were preparing? Turkey. Turkey. Oh, well, I'm, I'm sorry to say that, unfortunately, the Turkish tag doesn't exist in this particular timeline. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I. Oh goodness. Yeah. Unfortunately, the point of departure or divergence from this mod was at the. I guess it would be. Oh goodness, that would be the 9th century. Whenever the Bulgars actually adopted Christianity, where instead of adopting Church Slavonic and ergo taking Cyrillic alphabet, they used the medieval Greek. Ooh, signals. I need to make sure we actually get radios in our divisions. But yeah, it diverges from there, and one of the after effects is the fact that the Romans, of course, win the Battle of Manzikert and keep the Seljuk Turks in Iran, where they become assimilated. That's surprising because most of the news that I actually hear and have been able to do on research is, in fact, the president actually taking more of a tilt, or I guess a harder divergence to more conservative religious types with the rechristening of the Hagia Sophia as a mosque. I am not surprised. With that failed coup, there were a lot of dissenting voices that tried to actually do something that got. Oh yeah, yeah. I am well aware. I'm well aware of that sort of stuff. Unless something's done in Turkey, I do not like the direction that your government, in fact, Raven, is going at. And unfortunately, I don't want to put you out there for any Stasi-like arguments that might, or agencies that might be watching this. But I hope you do stay safe over there, and I hope you guys actually are still able to do well. Yes, yes, it is. Yes, I have seen some of the reports from Belarus about the protests regarding the election over there. Oh no, I wasn't. I wasn't insinuating that, Raven. No, no. Oh gosh. I need to take another drink. Oh gosh, you're gonna make me keep going for like 3 hours, which is twice as long as I originally wanted. But yeah, anyways, I totally know where you're coming from on that, Raven. And I hope you stay safe throughout all of this. Oh goodness. Speaking of staying safe, if they've already oh dear. Well, it looks like we've already got that road to World War II going on. They're about to demand Lithuania give back Naval. Oh goodness. I do not know. You know the Turkish alphabet and the keys that go on with that more than I do. So I unfortunately have no idea what's going on there. Hold on, I got someone. Sorry for the interruption. My sister went and said hi. Oh goodness, like they're gone now. But yeah, I have no idea. I don't think I have any restrictions set for censoring words in my chat. Well, yeah, yeah, I figured that's what you meant there. But I don't think I have any censorship stuff set up in the chat either. We are an American First Amendment free area here. Okay. All right. I'll have to take care of that call at some point. Hopefully they'll leave a message. Yeah. If you are interested in how this series continues and learning a little bit more on Hearts of Iron 4, you're more than welcome to stick around. Unfortunately, with the way my schedule is, I'm not really able to make sure that I can actually do regular streaming because I'm sort of in the middle of my jobs. This being COVID-19, my application paperwork is being taken care of really, really slowly. And I've had to make some phone calls, and they've admitted that people in higher levels of the company I applied for are acting really slowly for not just mine, but other people's paperwork. These are interesting times indeed, Raven, and it is not in a good way. Okay, it looks like the Spanish nationalists beat the Republicans as expected, so now they're mopping up the anarchist conclave here in Aragon. So that'll be sorted out there. Germany still hasn't taken back Mel yet. But are they going to actually leave the rest of Czechoslovakia, though? That's going to be interesting to see. Because I think Czechoslovakia was the point where Germany became too much for France and the UK to deal with straight up. At least that's how I take it from how history went. Okay, yep, we're still good. We're still have time on our artillery. Probably gonna eventually have to decommission our battleship. I'm not gonna focus on that. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to use this time to catch up on our industrial tax. So do this. Good thing we got caught up at a good time. Yeah, unfortunately, Raven, I'm going to have to call it quits here in about 8 minutes. But hopefully this is enough of a teaser that you can at least become curious about Hearts of Iron 4. And I think you would be actually pretty interested because Paradox is actually, well, Paradox Entertainment, the developers of this game, We're actually putting out a DLC starting October that actually focuses on the countries here in the Balkans, Bulgaria, Greece, and Turkey. And from what I've gathered from some of the sneak peeks that they've given us, Mustafa Kemal is an absolute beast of a leader. He's got some serious bonuses that he'll give Turkey if you stay with the Kemalist government there. If that's any indication. Okay, we will not probably have the largest military, so we'll go for get that brief distraction out of the way. Sorry. Almost done with this. Yeah, I think either 3 hours or whether this drink here lasts is going to be where I stop the stream. Because if my voice dries out, I'm not going to be able to talk to you guys. Goodness. Oh, Raven's gone. That was sad. That was interesting. I like Raven. He's a good man. It's not every day you have a good conversation with someone from outside of your own country. Oh! Actually, then Neatling's from Denmark. So I guess that's a thing. Shoot, his English was good, and so was Raven's. Doing good, man. You're doing good work. Oh, holy cow, we got a lot of artillery. We can afford to cut back on that. Oh, which means I'll probably put a factory into anti-war. Yep, there it goes. There it goes. They just claimed the mill. And we got enough army experience, and we'll put anti-air and signals into our infantry division. Tagmata. Oh, there we go. We've got a deficit of our other equipment. Oh, we're almost done with our production here. Oh, wow. Okay, I think we're going to cancel that one. Actually, yeah, we're going to cancel that other one too. I think from here we'll have enough storage for the most part. Then if we decide, I think I should probably set up our Black Sea fleets to actually continue patrol the Black Sea. And we are going to do strike force in the Black Sea. Make sure we set these guys to high risk so that they'll actually engage. But while they do their patrols, maintenance is going to be crucial for our tanks. And do we have engineers? Yes! Good. We'll trade the German administration. Fantastic. Stuff in Italy and Germany. No cipher is being decrypted. Okay, we will do the Germans. Oh, good. There we go. And automatically queues that up for us. Nice. And we've got, oh, nice. We've also got 5 free factories. or two. Actually, put a light cruiser. The cruiser into production. And, oh my gosh. We need 3 more light. We need 3 more factories. Oh gosh. Yep. Yep, there we go. All right. Wait, I thought it... Oh, right. I have to stop because those 4 companies are 10 army experience each. Oh, well. Okay. Let's see if we can start converting some of these technomatas, or these divisions over to technos. There we go. That is set. We'll just go ahead and blank it do this sort of stuff. We'll convert these over. Alright. So, I think we're going to go ahead and call it here. Here we are making really good progress. Oh, we don't need to save. Pick up the next day. Now, well, minor stuff to sort out, but that's going to be all. That's going to be all for tonight. Thank you for stopping in. Whoever decided to stick around with us for this whole 3-hour long thing. I was only intending it to be an hour and a half, but that turned out longer than I expected. Thank you, Raven, and thank you the other people that stopped in from Neatling's recommendation. Sioneer, Harold Gold, and Nidabo Zero. Thank you all very much for stopping in. I will let you guys know via Twitter when the next stream is. Unfortunately, I can't guarantee it will be tomorrow or anytime this week. Again, please stay tuned to Twitter if you want to be tuned into this and be updated. Anytime I'm going to be streaming, I will give you guys several hours notice if I will. But again, thank you very much. Oh, and at the end there, Supercat 4078, thank you for stopping in. Unfortunately, you missed it. Unfortunately, we've come in. Well, I'll give you a preview of what we've got right now. We've got. We should probably select vision. There we go. There we go. We got to clean that. So this is what we're working with, Supercat. Caught the last 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm sorry to say. But yeah, we are doing my particular mod, What If Eastern Rome Survived, which is based off of a YouTube series of the same name by Neatling on YouTube. I think there's a link to the mod in question up here that I'll post down here in the chat. Oh, there we go. Okay, yep, this is the mod that I'm using here. And it is based off of a 3-part YouTube series done by, again, the channel Neatling on if, say, the Eastern Roman Empire didn't lose the Battle of Manzikert, among other things, and actually survived through the rest of the medieval, early modern period, right up to until the present day, which in this game would be 1936. As you can see, we are in February of 1939. World War II is very close on the horizon. In fact, Czechoslovakia is about to be eaten. Yes, on the actual mod page is a link to the YouTube playlist if you are interested in exploring that. He is far better of explaining the little minutia of the details of his alternate history, but again, his is more present for the modern day, as in like today, 2019, 2020. So it's not exclusive that you need to know the Ultimate History completely from his YouTube series to see this. What we got here is basically Greece, Albania, Bulgaria, and Turkey, with Armenia and Assyria being actually faction members, along with Romania here. And this is effectively, as you can see here, our sphere against the Allies and the Axis, which has expanded to Italy, of course. China is actually doing surprisingly well. They're actually making territorial gains against the Japanese, which is surprising. But I guess you could blame that on the butterfly effect. But yeah, we haven't been majorly threatened yet, but Germany and Italy both will have focuses that take them toward us by about 1941 if the present course of events stay consistent. But I think we'll probably begin that in part 2. And Supercat, if you are interested in actually watching me play more of this, do tune into my Twitter, which is basically the same name, @Aquilifer. I will be letting you guys know there beforehand, the same day that I'll be doing a stream, a few hours beforehand, so that you guys have a bit of warning beforehand. But anyways, that is where I actually do have to. Yes, thank you very much. Hopefully we'll be able to deter them, but that's all I'll be able to do today. Thank you very much, Supercat, for following and tuning in, even at the last minute. Better late than never. You take care. Everyone there, Raven, Supercat, thank you for stopping in again. You all have a good one.